Alright, so this is where I'm at with wallpapering. It's not in yet, but I've got most of the pieces for the first floor and the second floor cut out. And this should fit like really nicely in there. And I figured I should probably go over my templates. Sorry about the chair, it's extremely loud. So I just have like this roll of brown craft paper and I'm using it to create my templates. And what I did, I think this is the one, yeah, because it's kind of crumbled, so I just took a large square, kind of similar to the size of one of my scrapbook paper pieces, and then I just literally like shoved it right in there, and then I took a large pencil and used it to kind of sketch out around the windows and the door frames. As well as like, it's probably hard to see, but there's like wainscoting like imprinted in the dollhouse, so I had to leave that. It's really cute. But yeah, so that's what I did, and then I cut it out in another piece of, I think this is my first one, because this is the piece size, like this is what I needed to frame them out around the wainscoting, so I cut that out first, and then I kind of double checked it to see how well it fit and was a little bit off, so I made another one that was a little more fine-tuned, and so far it looks like that's gonna work out pretty well. So right now I'm using, here we go. Yeah, so right now I'm using pieces that I've already cut out. Excuse you. I'm using pieces I've already cut out to create the rest of what I need for like the bottom floor. And the way I'm doing it is like, when I cut this out, I use this piece so that I'd get the right like mirrored effect cut so they'll lay together well. And then I'm doing, there's like more on the sides here. I'm not gonna do right back here because my niece probably won't be spending too much time at the front of the house. So I'm just focusing on what you can see from the back of the house with the wallpaper, but like, yeah, it's one of my papers. It's super cute. I do have to, this is for the second floor, and the second floor has extra doorways that the first floor does not, so like this is about what I need to make sure I get like the sidewalls on the first floor, but for the second floor I'm gonna have to cut out the doorway, which, yeah, I have to remember the wainscoting on that too, but that is where I'm at. I'm just adhering it with Mod Podge. Because Mod Podge is going to make the paper like really soft, and it's going to be easier to mold it around the arches. So that is that. We'll do a sneak peek. So like I've got the top floor here. The top floor is, okay, I'm not going to say it yet. I'll just, until I do it, because it's going to sound a little ridiculous. But the wallpaper for the top floor is going to be like this really cute little bunny paper that I found. I think it was with the nursery prints, but the niece that's getting this dollhouse likes bunnies, so she gets little bunny paper for the attic room, and then she's got this cute like floral paper, and then for the that's for the second floor, and the first floor is getting, here we go, is getting this. So like the colors are starting green and then they're gonna progress to pink is the goal. But that's where I'm at. I'm also gonna cut out like little rugs. I think every floor needs a rug. It's gonna be hard to see, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see the line. Yeah, so like I pulled out the old rugs because they mostly were torn up anyway. So I'm gonna make new ones out of scrapbook paper to kind of like match the wallpaper in that room, so there'll be different rugs. And then when that's done, I think the next thing I'm going to focus on is finishing the furniture because I still have to build some stuff. So for now though, this is where I'm at. Okay, so it's really getting really late tonight. I didn't get to do this part yet, which I thought I would get the attic space wallpapered before now, but it's been a little bit of a surprisingly busy day. But I did get the second floor and the first floor wallpapered, and look how sweet they are. It's so perfect. Like, it's a little bit rough around the edges, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take like an X-Acto knife. Well, maybe. My plan was to take an X-Acto knife and get like these little bits off, but I mean, now that it's all dry, they really don't, like, they're really not that noticeable. So I'm probably gonna leave them. I've got a rug put down. I don't know if you can see the detail on the rug. Yeah, so, you know, and it's just scrapbook paper, but it looks so good. And let me get one of these down here. Hold on. That might be too bright, but yeah, look at this one. So I accidentally cut this rug a little bit too big. I made it the same size as the one for the attic space, and I didn't realize that this rug and then that rug were actually smaller, so accidental. And then on this side I put down, let me get a piece of it. It's like this pink, let me just move that. It's like this pink marble scrapbook paper, so that's what I used for the kitchen flooring. Because it was originally, let me see. Okay, yeah, I don't know if you can see on this one. It was originally like this tile textured instead of having this like wood floor textured, so I decided to cover it up. But I realized this morning that when it dried like in the grooves, so now it just looks like tiled marble flooring, and it's way better than I thought it was gonna be. So yeah, here's where we're at. It's looking really good. Like, it's just a huge difference having the wallpaper on there instead of just leaving it like plain or painting it. Like, it's a phenomenal difference. So I still have to do that one, which I'm gonna do. Get my pile of paper pieces. That's gonna go in the attic floor, and then that's the rug for the attic, and then over here it's gonna be a little greenhouse, because I realized that even though the other side spaces are done up like they're outdoor spaces, this space in particular was done up like it's part of the inside of the house. So it's got like the wainscoting on it. Let me see if we can get this. It's hard to get light in here. Yeah, so it's got like that wainscoting on it. So I'm gonna do brick on it. I think I'm gonna cover the whole thing instead of leaving like the wainscoting showing like in the other rooms. And then it's got like the nice detailing floor. So I'm just gonna leave that as is, but because it is like an actual room, I'm gonna turn it into a greenhouse. So for that, I have this brick paper. It's one of the furnitures. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about using. It does feel a little bit big for the house, but I mean, I think it might be okay. I still have like a whole stack of paper that we can, so yeah, we'll go through it right now. Like, so this is what I got. Parkland Timeless Textures. This one is different, I believe, from what they currently have, because it was like it looks like they have an updated one now. So this is the one that I chose because I like the papers in it the best. But that paper I got, that was just by itself, so I got a couple of sheets for that. And I did get the bunny paper. Yeah, this is the same deal. It's just, it was like, I didn't get the whole book, I just got a couple of sheets of this. This bottom paper came out of this timeless texture paper. So, sorry, it's like really late tonight, but yeah, so I messed up there, but I'm gonna make a refrigerator or something. But yeah, like, it's a pretty nice little texture design, and all the rugs are from this book. Like, there's my attic rug. I think that's the only one. And there's my kitchen flooring. But yeah, so I do have some other papers. Like, I guess I can just go through and double check the brick. Like, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm realizing it is a little bit big. Because it just, I wanted brick for it. Like, it would be great, but now that I'm really looking at it and having, like, after putting up the other paper, I'm thinking maybe it's not going to be a good idea. So I'll just go through it real quick and look and see. More brick. But yeah, so this stash is awesome. Like, there's the rug. That's actually pink. It's not showing up well because it's not daytime, so everything's just like a little bit off for the camera, but like you got all these cool textures and stuff. So I'm gonna do a Christmas dollhouse for my mom, and I think I'm gonna get a lot of the paper out of it because it looks like old painted wall textures, which is perfect. I'm like, that's not too bad. So here, let me see. I've got scraps, so I'm gonna use the scraps to kind of, this is my favorite. Everything kind of is matching up to this. Yeah, since everything's being matched up to this, I think this is what I'm gonna use to kind of decide what I want. Okay, let's see. Like, I don't want yellow. I don't know that I want green. I don't think there's any reds that'll work. Yeah, yellow I don't think is gonna be a good one. This looks way brighter on the camera than it does on here, and this would be nice, but it doesn't. I think the colors are too different. Actually, I'm realizing, like, it's got different shades of green on it. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm gonna say no to that one. No to that one. That one might be cool. It's like a faux stone. I think that one's got too many textures in it. There's that. They have that in a blue, I think, but I don't know. So maybe something lighter would be better. Because it's a greenhouse. It should be kind of like bright and airy, I think. Let's just flip through. There's the blues. It's like a little marbled blue. It's not quite the same marble effect as what I used on the kitchen, which I'm gonna do little counters and a sink and things, and I've got more of this paper pulled out so I can use that to make the kitchen counters match the kitchen floor. I think that doesn't look too bad. No, I think I want to stick with the pink and green theme because that seems to be what looks best with, oh shoot, that looks good though. But it seems to be that it looks like it's the best choice for the brown that I used. Because I picked this brown because I thought it would be great for the siding and then great for the flooring. And it really like showed off the flooring. So there's that. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm going to go through this, probably pick out another option to use for the little like greenhouse room I'm going to make. But like, just to give an estimate, because this is the Grand Mansion dollhouse, that floor took almost the full 2 pieces of scrapbook paper I had, which is the same deal with this one. It was 2 pieces of scrapbook paper, the like 12 by 12 scrapbook paper to do it, and there's not a lot of scraps left over. So I'm estimating like the little room's probably only gonna need 1, maybe 1.5, just because it's a little like awkward shaped. And then the attic, I am a little bit worried about this one because I only have 2 sheets of the bunny paper and it looks like it's gonna need more, but I'm not positive on that, so we'll see how it goes. When I do it, I'm gonna do it a lot differently than how I did the other floors because it's just a weird like angled roof space, so we'll see how that goes. But first I'm gonna find a replacement paper for my brick paper. And then, yeah, I think this is gonna be one of the winter house. So it's gonna be a Christmas dollhouse, but it'll be one of the winter houses for the next dollhouse project. But yeah, so like, look at that, that's so cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep going through the textures, see what I can find, and then hopefully finish the wallpaper, which is just that little room, and then it's the attic and getting the rug attached to the floor in the attic. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully I can finish it tonight and then be done with the whole project tomorrow. So we'll see. I turned off the camera and like took one last quick peek at the stack and came across this almost immediately. And I think this is what I'm gonna use. So it's got like some texture to it. It's like a floral-y print, but it looks really like kind of roughed up, which I think would be cool. That like weathered look for the greenhouse. So I'm gonna use that in there because that'll be a better sizing than the brick. I do like the brick, and I think if they had a white version of the brick, I would have stuck with that regardless of the actual like brick size. But yeah, I think that'll work out nice. And that shouldn't like clash too badly with the rest of the house, so that's the winner. That's gonna be the greenhouse. So that's gonna be what I do next, because that'll be easy peasy. It's a really small space. And then I'm gonna do the attic. And then all that's left will be furniture. Well, furniture and fixing up that stuff. But for now, finishing the wallpaper.